Hi, my name is Ryan Scott. I am a management information student here at Penn State Barron, and today I'm going to be talking about some of the work that I've completed through Partnership Erie. Partnership Erie is an outreach program of the Black School of Business that was formed in 2001 by Dr. Nose. The organization aims to support nonprofit organizations, specifically those based out of Pennsylvania, to provide a wide range of services, including web planning, web development, and the maintaining of sites after deployment. With the latest Millennial Impact Report identifying that 65% of Generation Y prefer to learn about nonprofits via websites, we're able to bridge a gap between nonprofit organizations and the upcoming generation of supporters. Partnership Erie is directly integrated with the MIS 387 course here at Barron's. In MIS 387, two student teams are able to compete to create a website using the content management system WordPress for a nonprofit. They are then able to present the client to the site, and from that point forward, the client is then able to provide feedback on the site and decide the one that they wish to continue development with. The website is handed off to a Partnership Erie intern such as myself, and we're able to make the needed changes as well as add advanced functionality, including an e-commerce store or even a password-protected member section. From this point forward, the website goes through a series of final checks and then is able to be launched and put out on the internet. Now I'd like to switch over to several of the organizations that I've had the pleasure of working with over the past year. The first is the Paula S. Cousins Ovarian and Endometrial Cancer Foundation. The organization aims to support all forms of cancer and provide support to those that are affected by it by providing everyday basics. Before working with us, the organization lacked any formal web presence, but they wanted to explore the idea of adding a website to increase their reach and make it easier for others to learn more about ovarian and endometrial cancer. The clients expressed to us that they wished to create a site that comforted individuals that were recently diagnosed with cancer, as well as create a sense of support while welcoming those that are able to support the organization. Here are several more screenshots of the site. One of the things that you will notice is we carefully pick the colors in order to represent the various forms of cancer the organization specializes in. So you'll notice a lot of teal, peach, and royal blue throughout the site. A challenge that we faced in the creation of the site was how to organize a large amount of text-based content. And one of the ways that we were able to accomplish this can be seen in the furthest right screenshot, in which you'll see the FAQ section. In this section, a user is able to find the question that they want an answer to, click it, and once they click it, it's able to drop down with that answer. It's a really clean and professional as well as organized way to display a large amount of text-based information for the user. We also wanted to make sure the website was able to be found on search engines like Google, so we performed keyword analysis techniques, and we also wanted to ensure that all users are able to easily navigate and read the site, so we made sure to adhere to the Web Content Accessibility Guidelines that are set forth by the World Wide Web Consortium. As of today, this website actually just finished its final client checks, and hopefully within the next few weeks, it will be launched and put out on the internet. Now I'd like to talk about a website redesign project that I worked on for Koinonia of Erie County. Koinonia is a Christianity course that is offered via a co-op of several churches in the Erie area. This client was originally assigned to me in MIS 387 and was able to review both my site and another team site and decided as that mine was the one they wished to continue development on. Pictured now is a screenshot of Koinonia's old site. You'll notice it feels very dated to the user and it lacked proper mobile navigation. And in an environment where 78% of the world's web traffic is now completed on mobile devices, that really limited the majority of the user's ability to use the site. In order to bring the site into 2021, we really wanted to first start by establishing a new brand identity. After designing several logo options in Photoshop, the client was able to pick the one they feel best suited their brand. A key principle that we wanted to focus on in the creation of this logo was that of scalability. So you'll notice logo option 1.1 has the text descriptor, and logo option 1.2 removes that. But the user is still able to recognize that that's Koinonia's logo, and logo option 1.2 can be extremely useful if Koinonia ever wishes to expand their social reach on platforms like Instagram or Facebook, as they can use logo option 1.2 as their profile picture. The new site has a much more modern and refreshing feel to it, and it really warms the user up to the organization and makes them feel much more comfortable browsing this site compared to the old one. One of the challenges that we had in the creation of the site was that of the color scheme. Koinonia's color scheme is the colors of the rainbow. So that obviously has a lot of vibrant and bold colors, which can be extremely overpowering and quite distracting on the user's eyes if overdone. We thought we did a pretty good job at accomplishing the use of the color scheme by adjusting several different opacities and kind of subtly sneaking it in, as can be seen on some of the screenshots showing now. One of the components of the site that I am actually most proud of is something that the endpoint user may not even realize is happening because it's essentially done in the background. If you take a moment to look towards the furthest right screenshot towards the bottom, you'll see a picture of downtown Erie with some text overlaid on top of it. This text contains all of the testimonials, or some of the testimonials rather, that Koinonia has collected over the years. On the old version of the site, it was a static and fixed element. So no matter how many times you visited the homepage or the about page, it would always display the same quote. Whereas in the new site, we were able to create a database that houses all the testimonials the organization has. And now, whenever you visit a new page or refresh the page, it automatically pulls in a new quote from that database. And it overall increases the endpoint user experience and makes the site feel much more dynamic as well as relevant to the user. Currently, the public view of the site, as seen in the screenshots today, is live on koinoniaerie.org, and a private member section is being added to it, in which we expect to launch within the next couple of weeks. While working on these projects, I referenced several skills that I had learned across a couple different departments here at Barron, such as MIS, marketing, and management. In the direct creation of the site, I made use of user interface design as well as search engine optimization techniques to ensure that I design a site that is not only pleasing on the eye, but can also be effectively found on Google and Bing. I also had to ensure that I had proper project and time management skills in order to effectively communicate with the client and ensure timely progress updates in the final stages of site creation. The importance of time management in the workforce was a key lesson that I was able to learn at my time at Partnership Erie. I also had to learn quite a few new skills and was able to further refine my experience in ones that I had a little bit of familiarity with already. When it came to the creation of the site, I had little understanding behind the back-end code of a website. So Dr. Nose was able to provide me ample resources in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and I was actively able to apply those to the content management system WordPress to really customize the look and feel of the client's websites that I was able to work on. I also learned several key web design principles, such as the importance of accessibility, so that all users are able to visit the site, and the important role that color theory has in accessibility. So, not only was I able to learn the psychology behind the picking of colors on a site, but also how to pick colors that are far enough apart that they won't blend in case someone has a visual impairment. Another thing that I was able to further refine my skills in was responsive design. So no matter if you're visiting on a mobile device, a tablet device, or a standard laptop or desktop-based environment, you're still able to easily navigate and use the site. One of the skills that I was able to learn was also that of troubleshooting, because as soon as you think all of the bugs are squared away and the site is perfectly good to go, you always manage to find something that isn't working quite exactly as it should be right before a client deadline. So the ability to quickly diagnose that, make the necessary changes, and push that out live is a skill that is extremely useful both inside the classroom as well as outside the classroom in industry. Learning how to continuously and efficiently review my work for bugs and errors is a key lesson that Partnership Erie was able to teach me. I'd like to thank everyone for taking the time to learn about some of the work that I have completed through Partnership Erie. Thank you.